Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Burnley portion of Unknown to World Known, and we're back today for potentially the final two games of the season. And the reason I say potentially is because we are actually back for the playoff semi-finals. We are playing Sunderland in that. Since you were last with us, which I believe was back when we played Brentford and Oxford, we beat Sunderland 2-1, a good omen for today I hope. We drew 2-2 with Bristol. We beat Norwich 1-0, we beat Reading 1-0, 1-1 draw with Sheffield United, and a 3-0 win against Blackpool before on the final day. We lost 1-0 to Middlesbrough, however at that point we did kind of know we were only getting the playoffs. Because if we have a look at the league table, we finished on 86 points, Norwich above us finished on 89, and if we just go back, so when we were playing Middlesbrough on the final day, Norwich lost 2-1 to Bournemouth, so we could have moved up in the table, but we were never catching Brighton and Sheffield United, so it wasn't too much of a concern. However, as I say, we've got Sunderland in the playoff semi-finals, Norwich 1-0 up from their first leg against West Brom. Let's go and see if we can get a win in the first leg for us. Our lineup to try and do just that, we've got Drakowski in goal, Spence, Branthwaite, Collins and Wilson Esbrand as the back four, Mainu and Garrett as the holding midfielders, with Bidace on the right, Churlinov on the left, Sarmiento through the middle, and Scarlett up front. The first highlight comes in here with Spence throwing the ball to Sarmiento, and Mainu plays the ball in behind, but it's easy for the keeper to collect. Tad bit of a visual glitch there, but Patterson rolls the ball out to his centre-back, and Darry is going to play out from the back, goes out towards the right-hand side for Sunderland, and it's nodded back to Bozic. And he turns and plays it back to the centre-backs once again. I am just going to check we are on key highlights because that probably means a goal's coming in this highlight at some point. Clark is on the ball here. Bozic on the right-hand side plays it through behind Paulo. Branthwaite with a very poor touch, but we get away with it and Mainu clears it away. And just before half-time, Sarmiento has got injured. We're going to bring him off for Adam Lees. That's not ideal because at half-time I was planning to bring Churlinov, who's not having a great game, off for probably Lees and moving Sarmiento out to the wing. So that's going to be a change of plans at half-time. However, at half-time it is 0-0. It's been a relatively even game, although I'm disappointed with our shooting so far because we've only hit the target once. Hopefully in the second half we can sort that out. Highlights starting from a Sunderland goal kick, and it's knocked back to the centre-back by their left-back. And they play the ball down this left-hand side. Ball tries to find Edwardson, but Branthwaite easily deals with it. Spence plays it infield to Paulo for them. And they are trying to break. Hernandez gets past Spence. One-on-one with the keepers. Collins with a fantastic block. And then Bidace comes back and knocks the ball out for a throw-in. A little bit close for comfort there. We are going to make a couple of changes. So Bidace is going to go out to the left. Abubakar is coming on for Churlinov, and he's going to go out onto the right wing. And then we've also brought Mainu off for Miles, just in hopes that Miles might be able to create something that Mainu hasn't been able to so far. A very late highlight here. Drakowski sends it forward. Miles nods it on towards Scarlett, but we've got just a minute of injury time left to go. Collins plays it back to Drakowski, and oh my goodness, Drakowski gives the ball away very cheaply. Hernandez is in behind and Drakowski denies them, but he was offside anyway. But that was very poor and we got away with it a little bit. Drakowski is going to take the goal kick. It's probably going to be full time before he takes it. And eventually, we find... Eventually... I mean, if this isn't a booking for time waster, I don't know what is. Lets him kick it, blows the full-time whistle. What a waste of time that was. 0-0. So we go into the second leg in a decent position. We'd rather have had the lead, particularly with having to go away to them in the second leg. But not a bad result, and hopefully we can pick up a win in the second leg. Just the two changes ahead of the second leg. Gelhardt comes in for the now injured Sarmiento, and Puerta comes in replacing Churlinov on the left-hand side. Spence throws the ball short to Gelhardt, and funnily enough, this is the same way the first game started, a highlight with a Spence throw-in. Collins plays the ball forward towards Gelhardt. Darry wins the header but only knocks it to Miles, but we lose the ball anyway. And now Edwardson to Hernandez for Sunderland. Then Donker is in the middle for them as they play the ball out to the left-hand side where Rika has space to run into. Knocks it inside to Clark. who gets a shot off, and Drakowski with an important save there. Mailing with a throw-in corner kick even. Drakowski claims it. Do apologise if there's a lack of camera footage for the last couple of moments. Apparently I didn't press the record button. Nevertheless, 0-0 at half-time. Well, this game seems to be a much tenser affair with barely any shots going at goals. Puerta is going to come off for Abubakar and then swap with Bidace, the same as we did in the last game. And I think we'll leave it there. Scarlett not having the best game, but I also don't feel like I want to take him off. We'll bring Emery on for Esbrand as well. Just after that, Bidace has got injured, so we're going to have to bring Gelhardt out to the left wing, and Lees will come on through the middle. Gelhardt nods the ball down to Lees, and we are on the ball on the left-hand side. Emery back to Collins, and then a long ball forward. Lees nods it on towards Scarlett. Rika wins the header, but only as far as Abubakar. Ball into Scarlett, who puts it in the bottom corner. We lead 1-0 with 20 minutes to go, and we will be going to Wembley. Chavez with a throw-in for Sunderland. We win the ball back through Collins, who boots it down the wing, and Dendoncker collects it, and they're going to come back at us. The only change we've actually made at the moment is we've gone from positive to balanced, so nothing too defensive at the moment, but Moma sends the ball back to the Sunderland goalkeeper, Patterson. Dendoncker receives it, Momona sends it forward, but Emery heads it away, only as far as Chavez. Ball comes into the box, Branthwaite heads it away, ball comes back in. Spencer's giving away a penalty. And just like that, we're going to find ourselves back to 1-1. Edvardsen scores. Spencer's coming off for Bevis. I was thinking about that change anyway. Also, he's knackered, so we're just going to make that change. Scarlett with a free kick from deep, sends it towards Branthwaite. What a header, he hits the bar. It's cleared away. Collins nods it back towards goal, but it's towards the corner flag, and we can't capitalise. Chavez with a throw-in, throws it to Paulo. He plays it backwards. Ball comes over the top. Garrett deals with it, but Chavez with a chance to cross again. Paulo to the edge of the box. And Moma has sent it all the way into the bottom corner. And in a matter of just over 10 minutes, we've gone from potentially going to Wembley to knocked out by a stoppage time winner. That is absolutely heartbreaking. And with that, the season is over. Just a few moments ago, I was planning to sneak the playoff final into the episode, and now all of a sudden we're just thinking about transfers for the summer. So unfortunately, we are not going to the Premier League this year. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like. Comment down below, do you think we should stick with Burnley? Do you think we should be looking for another job? I, at the moment, think unless a really good job comes up, we're going to stick with Burnley. But there is the Tottenham job available, so who knows. Subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and thank you very much for watching.